What's up, YouTube? I'm back today with a video and I have not uploaded in forever. It's been like a week, but honestly, y'all, I feel like I have anxiety around like recording video. I don't know why, but like I have like had all these thoughts and I always get excited about doing it and then like I always get super nervous. So like that's why. I don't know what that means. I want to talk to y'all about, when you're dating somebody or really any relationship, but for me right now, it's centered around dating somebody and like how do you navigate your like attachment disorder? And like just like how does that work? I guess I should explain personally. I have weird feelings with attachment. I either like latch onto people really quickly and like say like have all these feelings like it's not really love but like I feel like I love them and it's like blah 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 and it's like so great and then like after like literally 2 weeks I realize like oh this ain't it and like I don't want to be with this person and it happens like really fast which kind of sucks because I feel like the feelings so intensely and I get attached so quickly that either the other person gets attached, which happened this summer, within like that short period, or the other person gets kind of freaked out and it's like, what? Get away from me. And then the other one is that I'm like dating somebody and like we both like each other, the same amount. I don't know why I keep using my hands. But we like each other, equally, I guess you could say, or like, we're really into each other. We're trying to make things work. But I like think they like at the same time like I'm afraid to get too attached. Like I then take the opposite role in that like yes I am attached in the sense that like I really like them, but then I'm also just like kind of hesitant because I like them so much. Like I am afraid of being hurt or left or like abandoned, if you want to use that word. I hate that word. Or like I feel like they're gonna just like hate me or like let go. I don't know, I have that feeling. So it's really strange because I have like two opposite ends. It's like I'm either like super full throttle with it, but that typically like fizzles out real fast, or like if it's long term and if it's like something more concrete and real, I like have a lot of like trouble like just trusting that person. That's the word. That's the word I wanted to use. I have trouble trusting that person and like really like letting my guard down, I think, because of all the fucked up shit that's happened to me in the past. And I also just because of like I've had relationships where I have been heartbroken. But I think it's more so about the fucked up shit that's happened to me in the past because everybody has heartbreak, right? So with this person, typically I feel sort of neglected. Not really neglected. Okay, let's back up a little bit. How do I explain this without like, it sounds crazy, but like I am crazy, right? Not really. Yeah. So with me, there's two sides of me. Not like literally. I don't think that there is like another person here or another person in my mind, but there are different, let's say, personalities, and not like you would think personalities. They don't come out, but different like thoughts in my mind that represent themselves as different personalities. So for the most part, it's just two of them. Two of them typically. If I'm having like 5 or 6 or 7, it's typically because I'm going through a mixed episode and like I have racing thoughts and like shit is not great. That's what racing thoughts to me feels like. But no, typically there's two people. So like typically I say good Julius and bad Julius. So good Julius understands the world as it is, understands like, you don't fall in love with people in a week. Like, okay, maybe you do, but like I don't. Like I don't believe in love at like first glance. I believe you can fall in love quickly, but like 3, 4, 5 days, no. That's just me. Maybe I haven't done it yet. So like, I know that that doesn't happen. Bad Don is like, no, but it does happen. Like, you could be in love, like all these things I'm dealing with now. Good Don is like, this person that you're dating cares a lot about you, obviously. And they show it like all the time. And they just like, there's some things, be reasonable. There's some things they just cannot do. Because like they just like can't do them. We can't expect someone to like basically like be there for you 100% of the time. That's impossible, and to suck out all their energy. And then like Bad Don is like, no. They can 100% give you all their energy, and if they don't, they like fucking hate you and they want to leave, and you might as well just cut this whole thing off now because like it's just never gonna work. and it just like blows up into my face. So to distill that, because I'm not sure if that makes any sense. Like I understand logically, typically on a day, I understand that like what reality is, but my thoughts tell me things differently. And it's typically paranoid thoughts, or like I'm paranoid that someone's going to leave, or I'm paranoid that somebody hates me, or like if it's someone's tone is different in their voice, like when we hang up the phone, I like am like, are they mad at me? Like, no, they can't be mad at me. And I'll like overthink that, and I'll just keep thinking about like, why was their tone different? They must like hate me. I wonder, are they gonna like still talk to me? Like, what's going on? Because I'm typically like afraid that like I don't know, I'm afraid of loss. So like Bad Don will like blow that up in my face. And what I used to do, and what I'm still kind of do, is that like I would act on those feelings. So if I was, so like currently, dating this person, and sorry, I'm being very, very careful. I'm dating this person, and they essentially like will do something basically that will not piss off the normal person, but will piss me off. For example, like falling asleep during a movie. Like we don't spend a lot of time together and we're supposed to watch a movie. And if you fall asleep during it, then like I feel like you hate me and like you just want to sleep, and like you might as well have just not have come over, you know? Like, and I'll blow that up as to being like, this just like is just not gonna work because you hate me. Like, I just need to cut it off right now. And logically, I know that makes like, that's insane. Like, I know that like, if that happened to me, I'd be like, bitch, what? Like, I would be like, what is the matter with you? So like, I understand that logically, but like the feelings I have, like I do feel that way. Like when it's happening, like that did happen, and I felt like very hurt. I felt like someone really hurt me. Like someone like stabbed me in the heart. Like maybe not like quite there, but like they had my heart and they were squeezing. Like I felt some type of way. So it's hard for me not to like act on those feelings. So sometimes I do. I've gotten really bad. I've gotten better at not doing that. I had my best friend when we were in high school. I had the same thing towards him, in the sense that like I latched on him when I was in a really hard time, and like I just wanted him to be there for me 100%. And if he wasn't there, then like that just meant that he did not care about me. He did not love me. Like he was just like fuck him. And that's like, and that I acted on every single thing. So I would get mad at him all the time, even when he was trying his best. And like no matter who you are, like that's gonna piss people off when you're like trying your best and the person just is like, screw you. So like sometimes I do that still, but I'm working on it. It doesn't really happen with friends, and the like sucky thing about it is that I thought I dealt with this like in 2015. Like when I was in high school, I thought like, my friend came with me literally to therapy, and we like dealt with it there, and like it helped me like figure out why I was this way and kind of how to like communicate like and get better at that, which starts with basically saying like first communicating my needs. Like for example, my friend would sometimes just say like okay in like response to like text messages, and I hate that. Like if I'm like typing something and he's just like okay, that makes me think that like you hate me. It's like okay period. It's like what the fuck does that mean? It's making me angry right now. But like instead of just like getting pissed off, not texting him back, or being like fuck you, or being like getting like angry all the time when he says that, just being like, hey, like it makes me feel some type of way when you say like, okay, could we pick a different word? Like, I understand. I think we used I understand. And he was like, yeah, sure, why not? And that was like so much easier than just getting mad at him and then having to explain why I'm mad, and then like creates all this unnecessary drama, and then I look batshit crazy when I can just explain to him like, hey, this is how it helps me to communicate. That's like a strategy that I have used. But like in terms of dating, like it's feels like I thought I dealt with this. Like again, that's like what I use. Like that's one of the strategies I've used. It works. So I thought like I have all these strategies that work, and I thought I've dealt with this, but obviously not, because I'm dating someone now and it's coming back up, and I just don't really know how to get past that, because I feel these things. I know in my mind it's so strange. Like I know that like in my mind if I say this, like it's batshit crazy, but like I'm gonna do it anyway because I feel like it actually like happened. I feel like they're like leaving, and it's like, or I feel like they really do hate me, and it's like, how do I get this feeling away? So right now I'm trying to develop the strategy of just explaining to the person what I'm feeling. And it's really hard because not most people don't understand that dynamic, that like I understand logically I'm batshit crazy, but I like don't really understand because I'm feeling it. Like, people don't understand that. And like, honestly, let me know if this makes sense, because it might not. I keep moving my freaking hands. I'm just kind of like animated. What was I saying? Yes, so let me know if it doesn't make sense, but I think it makes sense, like, to people who get it, if you get it, if that makes sense. Like, I perfectly am aware of like what I am doing. It's just that like I feel the feelings so I like embody, and like I'm those feelings are so amplified within me that like sometimes reason goes out the door. Most times reason stays. Like, I think things all the time about people like thinking they hate me. Like, people in the elevator, I'm like, oh, this bitch didn't say good morning to me. Like, she definitely wants to kill me, or she like hates my shoes, or like she like is thinking this about me. Like, I think that like all the time about everybody, but like I don't act on it, because like that's what crazy people do. Like, you don't just like attack people in the elevator because the bitch looked at you the wrong way. So like, or maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe it's that type of week. But like, so like that stuff happens to me all the time, and like, I thought I was able to deal with it. But like when it's with like these closer people, and like I think the relationships that actually like matter a lot to me. Like, my friend at that time, he mattered a lot to me. He was like my brother. Like, he still make my best friend and everything. But like that specific time, he really helped me through. And I think now maybe it's just like because I'm dating this person, they're the next like super strong person I care about, and it's just hard getting them to understand those like that dynamic and that difference. But I have to try, and I think that's the biggest thing, because like it's better to explain to somebody, like try to explain you're crazy, like the methods of your crazy to somebody, and explain that you are whatever crazy. And I say crazy, not like we're all looking crazy and insane, should be locked up, but like most people don't have to deal with this shit. So like, we're all crazy in different ways. So having to explain to them like what's going on, I feel like is weird as fuck. And they're probably, and like I've gotten looks before where it's like, okay, like I understand what you're saying, but that's a little bit weird, man. And it's better than doing that than by like flipping out and just having everyone think that like you are like colloquially what people would say bipolar, because that's what people think it is, and it's really just you. At least for me in my like life, it's not even the bipolar disorder. Like, that has no. This is all just my attachment disorder, and like how I attach myself because of relationships, because like they were fucked in my childhood. But yeah, I hope that helps understand what I'm going through. Again, like I'm going to try to upload more. I've been having anxiety, like I said, but like if y'all relate, please comment, like, share, and subscribe for new videos. You get to find out when I have uploaded them. Y'all are amazing, and stay awesome.